Hello everyone, my name is Akir and today I'm going to show you a little cool thing called App Inventor tool, which helps you create an amazing apps for Android devices. And this is a great way to start for anyone who's entering the world of programming or Android programming. So, what is nice about this website, this App Inventor, is that you don't have to download any software or an IDE or whatever, or do any other setup on your computer. You just go to the website, and it's all ready for you. You can design and code your interfaces, and the best part of it is that you can see your changes, the things that you do live. So let's see how it goes, and I'll show you and you'll see it along the way. So I'm right here on the App Inventor website. To get to it, you just search it on Google and you find the website. In here I'm already signed in, but for you it would look different because you may not have an account, so you need to create an account. And once you create an account, you can create projects, and as you can see I have some projects here that I created, and connect your phone to those projects, and everything that you need is ready for you. Everything is backed up on the cloud. Yeah, so okay, let's go and see how it looks like. So in here I'm gonna start a new project, and today we're going to build a nice little launchpad, which you may be or may not be familiar with. Is like basically like a small piano. You just tap on the launch keys, launch pads, and you hear sound. Okay, and I'll actually show you a little demo before we begin. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so let's see how to create it. So let's start a new project. We'll call it Launchpad. I already have a Launchpad project, so I'll call it in a different name. Maybe I'll put this little dash here. Okay, my project is now ready, and just open it and you see a blank screen in front of you. So now this interface, I'm going to tell you just a little brief look on the interface. On the left side you have your palette, which is everything that you can drag upon the screen. You could drag buttons, images, media components, and so forth. On the right side you have properties for everything that you select. Right now it's the main window, so we can adjust the properties for the main window. Okay, we have background color, we have all sorts of things. Now let's begin with the left side of the window, and we go to the layout side, and in here we're going to search the layout which is closest to what we are about to design. So it depends what you're gonna design and how it's going to look like. You can imagine it in your head or draw it on a piece of paper and see how that would help you figure out what kind of layout do you need, or sometimes you need to combine a few layouts together. In here I'm going to create 4 buttons, and underneath that I'm going to create another 4 buttons. So basically I'm going to have a total of 8 buttons, and my the layout that is going to fit my needs most is this layout called table arrangement. So I'll drag one here, and I'll drag another one here, and then I'm going to go back to the screen because I need to change those settings. I need those 2 layouts to be aligned to the center. So I'll change that from left to center, and you see both are going to the center. Now I'll show you what this layout means. You can see already from the drawing of the layout that it's very much it very much shows you what it's going to look like. So you see 4 elements, 4 things you can put, but they're going to go like on a grid. So let's go and try to see how it's going to look like. So we go to user interface, select a button and put it here, and put the second button here, and the third one here, and the fourth one here. So you see it's creating a four elements layout. If you want to add another one, you really can't. I mean, this is the kind of layout that you chose, and this is what it allows you to do. We'll do the same for the second one. So altogether we have 8 buttons, and now just for you, I mean, you just notice that those buttons don't look very nice. They're very generic, and what we want to do is to rename them and to replace them with the buttons that we created. So I pre-created a button which I'm going to choose here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the buttons that I created and upload it. To upload things, I'll just choose this box here, upload a file, choose the file and upload it. It goes to the database of App Inventor. Now when it's uploaded to the database, I can use it to whatever I need. So as you can see, I have my first button selected. Therefore I can actually change its properties. For example, height, font size, whatever. Also, what I'm going to do is to change the image of the button. And you see here that I have the button image that I just uploaded because it's in the database. And click OK. And now you can see the button looks different. Now we can also change the name of the button. Let's call it pad 1. And there you go. Now we're going to do the same thing for the whole other buttons. So I'm going to not bore you with that process. I'm gonna to fast forward this process, and you can do it also yourself. So I'll see you in a bit. And we're done. So cool. We have now our 8 pads. As you can see, it looks nice, but let's say we want the background color to be black or maybe a different color. So we select the blank space in here and of the window, and now you can see, we can select it from here, whatever you prefer. We choose the background color to be black in that case, and this is our design. Now we're going back to the left side to pick some media components. So what we need is to actually, every time that we click, we need a sound to be played, so a sound should be attached to these buttons eventually. Now we want this capability, so we need 8 different sounds. So for that we're going to media from the components pane, from the palette basically, and just drag player, and we drag it like 8 times because we need to create 8 individual players for every sound. Basically, you know what, we have only 5 sounds as for now. If you want more in the future, you can definitely add some of your own, but for now we have only 5, so that's okay. We can just add 5. And now we need to choose a source. So once again, we don't have another file except for our a button. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload the sound files. So let's see, voice 1 and voice 2 and voice 3 and so forth. We upload all the sounds, and I'm going to fast forward this and come back once I uploaded all the files. Good. So after you uploaded all your files, you can see them here, and now we can do things with them in our interface. So we select player 1. You can see here that the players are non-visible components. They're not visible on the screen, but they give us functionality to our app. So we click on player 1 and choose source. It already knows that you're probably gonna give it a file, so therefore it has source. I'll select for player 1 voice 1 as well, and do the same to with the others as well. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. Now we need to see a different side of an app inventor. You see here on the right side you have designer, which this is where we are, where we design our interface, and we have blocks, where the more programmable side of things come into place. So let's click on blocks. And what we want to do, we want to do that every time that we click on a certain button, a certain sound would play. Okay, so inside blocks you have here on the left side everything that is correspondent to what you have on the screen. So for example, we have 2 layouts, we have 8 buttons, we have 5 players. So we see all of them, and all of them, wherever we click them, we get some functionality according to what we clicked on. So for example, if it's a button, it knows that for a button you can click on it, you could long click on a button, you could touch down, touch up, whatever, and then you have some functionality. So let's drag the when button 1 and that click. So when you click on button 1, what's going to happen? Do this, and we're missing a part of the puzzle. It's like a puzzle here. So what we want to do, whenever we click it, we want to play a sound. How are we going to get that sound? Let's go to, it makes sense to go to the player. So let's go to the player. And since the sounds we uploaded to the players already set up in the designer, as you remembered, that we attached every sound to the corresponding player. Now, if we do this command, call player1.start, it would start what it has. It would start the sounds that it has. So it would play the first sound. And we'll do the same for all the other buttons, but this time we can just right click and duplicate to save ourselves some time, and we just can change this these areas here. So when the third button is clicked, player 3 is going to play, and when the fourth button is clicked, player 4 is going to play, and so on. So this is the same command basically with different attributes. Okay, and that's it. This is just so easy, and our program is ready, I think. Yeah, I think it is. Now all you need to do is to connect it to your phone. So what you do is you go here to connect, press on AI companion, and scan the code to your phone. Now, how do you scan the code is you need to download also an app for your phone called AI companion. So there you just scan the code and then access the interface and see all these things live. Okay, so good luck with that, and thank you for watching. I was Yakir. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. If you want, you can subscribe too, and I'll see you later.